My body count is 1,572, and so I don't think body count should matter, to be honest. Like, I don't know. I've heard a lot of numbers, and it just doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Are you My body count is 1,572, and so I don't think body count should matter, to be honest. Like, I don't know. I've heard a lot of numbers, and it just doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Are you speechless?
Yeah, just kind of said you're
Excuse me, you can't shame people because of their body count.
one.
Imagine sitting there with a body count 20 times, 30 times higher than the average individual and sitting there and saying, you can't judge me. You can't shame me. Who gets to dictate those rules? You don't know the measurement of worth anymore. Like 1,572. And the thing is, I've said this before. A lot of girls be fronting on their body count because it's very different between a guy having a body count and a girl having a body count. A guy, for him to have a body count, he needs to consistently be pumping. He needs to be consistently fucking that person, right? To completion, for the most part. Yeah, that's what we consider a body, right? They're consistently fucking. A girl, on the other hand, is just getting used, right? So a girl can be just starfishing. She could just be a pillow princess. And dudes can just be doing their thing. She doesn't even have to participate. And she can consider that a body. She can consider a body if a dude just jerks it, pumps a few times, and comes. That's a body to her. This is insane. The internet has. I don't even. I can't even form real sentences with this. Cause she's sitting here and you can see it on her face that she's like, this girl's broken, bro.
Kind of said you're
Excuse me, you can't shame people because of their body count.
1,500, whatever.
72. 72.
That's insane. I'm gonna keep it real.
Just say you're jealous.
Yeah, I'm so.
He calls her a hoe. She says, you can't shame me. She puts out 72. Make sure you know 72 because the 72 is it's such a big add to 1,500. And then she says, just say you're jealous. You know, I've seen this thing. It's like a ongoing trend where you have women that are hoes and then they find God in the end and they sit there and go, why can't I find love? I didn't do anything wrong because let's be real here. Let's be real here, viewers. We know a lot of these individuals, and it's not just women. Don't get me wrong. It's more often women, though. And it sucks to do it, but it's much easier for women to obtain these numbers than it is men. Let's not to shit on her. Let's look at her. Let's look at this woman. Let's observe this woman right here. She's not ugly, but she's not super pretty either. She's passable. When you're a woman, you can get away with a whole lot more shit than a guy does. A girl will look at a guy who's a 7 and she'll put him down into a 3. That man is invisible to her. He does not have the opportunities that a girl like this would be like, yo, I just want to fuck. And you'll have guys sit there and be like, all right, we're down. What was what's that girl's name? The slut in London who just finished fucking a whole bunch of dudes, and she has a friend, and her friend are having a slut off because they hate each other, but they're both sluts. Lily Phillips and the other one. She has a friend, I think Bonnie Blue. Bonnie, is it Bonnie Blue? I think it's Bonnie Blue. And they're trying to one up each other how many bodies they can get. You don't need to be phenomenal as a female. You don't need to be on the higher echelons as a female to catch a high body count. It's not hard. It's just be a hoe. Just be a hoe, bro.
500, whatever.
72. 72.
That's insane. I'm gonna keep it real.
Just say you're jealous.
Yeah, I'm so jealous.
I don't think being a virgin matters because, again, same with body count, like it doesn't really affect anything. But I feel like there is a stigma around like once you take someone's virginity, like they're obsessed and crazy about you. So maybe that would kind of make me not want to do that.
I mean, you could teach me some things. I don't think I would be crazy over you, but...
I mean, you can also use Google and learn a lot.
God, she's dodging me left and right.
My boy, you have something that a lot of people don't have. And yeah, when I was growing up, being a virgin was a joke, especially in the black community. Being a virgin was a sign of weakness. If you was a young man, I guess, or whatever, to show your worth. Listen, in this day and age, being a virgin is not that bad. Having sex is not that bad. I don't listen. Like I said, the number between guys and girls, on average, a guy is supposed to be between six bodies and like nine or 10, probably 12 or 13 on a very good run. A female can be around those parameters, but it's supposed to be much less if they're decent. Now, if they're hoes and their purpose, first and foremost, to have 20 bodies before 35 or 30 or 40 means that you are doing something wrong. Absolutely wrong. So you mean to tell me out of all of those, okay, my number does not hit double digits. I'll just say it. I'm not gonna even front. I could have hit double digits, but I got fucking scarred. And after that, my dating life went. Still had sex, but with people I had sex with in the past. I don't just go to the next thing and the next thing. Ooh, a piece of chocolate. Ooh, a piece of chocolate. Ooh, a piece of chocolate. Who does that nasty shit? They Perfect example. They say that it is much harder for a person to make a connection with somebody after they keep having sex with other people because they don't view sex as something that's intimate anymore. It's just an activity. If you are having sex with people and you're having sex with multiple different people, that means that everything that you saw before you didn't really like because you keep going to the next and the next thing. 1,572?
My body count's 0, but I wouldn't say body count really matters to me. Unless you're in a double
What is with these facial expressions?
count
What's
0,
wrong with this
but
girl?
I wouldn't say body count really matters.
Have you noticed that like her face keeps changing?
1,572. And so I don't think body count should matter, to be honest. Like, I don't know. I've heard a lot of numbers and it just doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Are you speechless?
Yeah, just
It's like forced or fake. I can't tell exactly what it is. Maybe there's other people, viewers, y'all can tell me exactly what it is. It's I've noticed something, especially like with girls like Lily Phillips who are pushing themselves to do more and more extremes for attention. There's like moments, there's like a lull in their behavior where you see moments of like a vulnerable, broken person, and then they immediately keep doing the shit that they do. Oh, it doesn't matter. You can't help these people, I guess, but it is sad to see. It's sad to watch it happening. 1,572. That is patient zero right there. And mind you, this girl who is not even famous, so I don't know who this girl is. This is not Lily Phillips. I don't know who this girl is. This girl, if she's not a porn star or OnlyFans girl or whatever like this that we know of, she's doing it for the love of the game. So you got to give her the props for that. At least she being a hoe for the love of the game compared to the other girls. The other girls are doing it for attention. But you can tell that there's something wrong with this girl. There's something very wrong with this girl. That's the video. I don't. Again, you don't really need to be attractive as a girl to get a high body count. Women start with value. You're supposed to keep your value. You're not supposed to give your value away. It, somebody said it on YouTube. I forgot what this guy's name was. I think it's like a Value Entertainment, the guy who runs that show, and he said when somebody applies for a job interview and you see that in 20 years this person had 15 jobs in 20 years, that doesn't look very good. Because then you wonder, why was this person jumping from job to job in 20 years? They had 15 different jobs. That's a bad sign. We should treat jobs kind of like the way that we treat relationships. If a person been through 4 broken marriages and they're getting married again, you collecting marriage rings like infinity stones like Jennifer Lopez, there's a problem somewhere there and that needs to be addressed. 1,572 and got the nerve to say, just say you're jealous. We passed the point of jealousy at this point.
Hey, what are you doing? I came out to check on you.
Huh?
What are you doing? Thought you were working.
I'm looking at this.
What is it?
It's wire. It's a spool of wire. And I'm almost out of it. Can you see the spool of wire?
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost out of it.
Okay.
And I've had this spool of wire for like 40 years. I bought it like this it's not a piece of, a long time ago, but it's like 40 years of my life is in the wire that's gone. Does that make sense? This is what's left. Does that make
I'm
sense?
sorry to hear that, and I'm sad for you, but you're wearing your Jets hat, and I'm a little concerned right now that you're wearing your Jets hat. I thought that's why you were crying.
Okay, I'm done.